Hi there, welcome back to the Purple House. Today we want to talk a little bit about how you can speed up your digestion, stay young and fresh and rejuvenate your body. Because the most common thing that Pete and I hear from our clients when they come through the door is that they feel tired. It almost feels like they've lost the key to the car and their car isn't turning over anymore. They get up in the morning, they're tired, and they go to bed tired, and they wake up tired, and it feels like they're walking through sticky mud, and also the brain isn't functioning properly anymore. And then people blame other things. They blame their age or their circumstances. But Pete and I, we always point out the missing link that we've worked with over 20,000 clients each since the year 1999. And what we found that it's to do with sticky bile. And it sounds a little bit oversimplified, but truly, when you get your bile activated, your bile flow, everything starts to change for you and your body gets into flow a little bit again. And Pete's going to explain that in a minute. But I just want you to know that your body produces between 750 ml to about a liter and sometimes more of bile per day. And by comparison, that would be like pulling a liter container of milk out of the fridge in the supermarket. Just to give you an idea, that's how much bile your body makes. And your bile is meant to be runny. It's meant to be runny like water, and not sticky like syrup. And the problem is in our day and age that most people's bile is very, very sticky, and the liver can't filter your blood anymore. So bile is made by the liver, goes into the gallbladder, where it becomes very concentrated caustic substance. And caustic is a sterilizing substance, and it's meant to sterilize your intestines and break down fat. Pete will talk to you about that. But if it's too sticky, nothing moves, and you lose the flow, and you lose your energy, and you just become like literally a car that needs a new, what do you call it, Peter?
Starter motor.
Starter motor, right? And you might have been to the doctor and done lots of tests, and all the medical tests come back normal, or maybe there's a bit of a variation, but it's not really the key, because what we've seen in our work is that nothing fixes sticky bile other than the supplements that we recommend, that we've discovered for ourselves, and we do it ourselves. So Pete, do you want to take over from here a little bit?
Well,
tell it.
We had a woman come to us, Sandra. She didn't recognise herself. She was just so, she'd been
tired,
devoid of energy, depleted in every aspect of the.
She was 15, then people blame menopause.
But her hormones probably were kind of all out of kilter as well, because the liver is responsible for a lot of hormonal breakdown. And that bile that Grada was talking about is the waste out of the body. So if the liver can't get rid of it, that is floating around in your body, and it's not a very good environment for the cells to be living in. If they are swimming in toxic soup, they're not going to work properly. They're going to break down and start getting sick and die.
Yeah.
And so we need a healthy liver and one that'll get rid of the bile, which is the waste out of the body, but that bile is also what digests the fats. And often people go to the doctor, they have an x-ray or an ultrasound, they've been told they've got a fatty liver. Now, I would say everyone in the Western world would have fat stored in the liver. And if you've got any extra weight on, which Sandra had a bit extra weight on, she'd have fat stored in the liver. And that impedes that bile flow, because it is fat stored in the bile ducts. So the bile can't flow properly. But,
and you need a plumber, really, don't you?
Well, you do.
Well, just think of a plumber.
You do really need a plumber, but they're very tiny little ducts up in the liver, and the liver filters the blood, so a thin blood is essential for good filtration.
That's true, actually.
So water is the only thing that'll thin blood.
And minerals.
And so hydration is very important, but then to get the bile ducts open so the bile will start flowing again. We've got a product that everyone in the world would benefit from taking.
It's called beet flow.
If I can get that until the day I die, I'll be taking it, because but we also need good fats, eating good fats, to make our liver work properly.
Yeah. So often what happens is people feel like, something is wrong with my digestion, and they don't feel good anymore after they eat fat, so they start relying on carbohydrates.
Yeah.
But actually you need to go back to slowly and gradually eating more fats. One time we had a client and she absolutely was intolerant to all fats. And with the UVB, we call this the ultimate vitality boost. So this is the secret to getting your bile flow. And this is a free ebook. Please go ahead and download it from my website. It contains 3 products. So beet flow, what we already talked about, which is key. A really, really good enzyme, a good probiotic, and iodine, which is a mineral that the liver loves.
Plus the thyroid needs it, which is the spark of the body.
That's right. So this lady, she couldn't stand cream, butter, all the good fats that we recommend. And gradually we actually got her to just do it slowly, like start with a teaspoon a day, because the liver and the gallbladder, well, the gallbladder atrophies when you don't eat enough fats. So you don't just bombard it with a packet of butter or a container of cream, you start slowly. And so she did, and after about 6 months, she was able to have cream and butter, and her digestion was working well.
Plus the fat stored in the liver, the only way to get that fat out of the liver is to get the body to use it up.
Yeah.
So a low carb, high fat diet will get your body to use up the stores.
Also it burns much cleaner.
It's a slow process. It'll be 6 to 12 months, but you'll slowly lose weight when your body is starting to use up those stored fats as well, and it clears out the fat stored in the liver. But in the meantime, you need that bile flowing properly, so the beet flow opens up the bile ducts so the bile can flow properly and you start digesting your fats. That bile also neutralises the acid as it leaves the stomach, which it needs to, otherwise it will burn inside the bowel and cause very
explosive diarrhea,
frequent bowel actions, loose bowels, because it stimulates peristalsis to get the acid content out of the bowel before it burns it. Now, Sandra, it didn't take all that long really to get her system back on track with the Ultimate Vitality Boost pack. It was 3 or 4 weeks and she was feeling herself again. Another guy, Mark, he came and his skin was shocking. Now, the skin is classified the 3rd kidney. So if your liver's not getting rid of the waste, the kidneys have a go. If they can't get rid of it, then the body puts all those toxins as far away from vital organs as possible, which is the skin. And then it starts breaking the skin down. So get the major detoxification organ, which is the liver, working properly, and the skin will clear up. It's as simple as that.
That's
really.
right. You're required to be healing from the inside out, not just putting creams on your skin, right? No. So Mark, he actually wasn't interested in healing, but he was interested in getting better. And when he came back, he was absolutely amazed and happy how well his skin was going as well.
A month later, his skin was much better.
That's right. Things should work quickly, right? If you don't feel a turning point quickly, then you're not on the right track. And we don't like to waste people's time or money. So if we can't help you, we will tell you, right? But we definitely do tests that get to the bottom of your issues. And we've been seeing so many clients now. There's pretty much nothing that we haven't seen. Pete?
No. Caleb and I, we do a full health audit. We look under the bonnet. We see how your digestion's going, how the liver's working. And even if you haven't got any problems, you're better off catching it before it does create problems.
A stitch in time saves an eye.
Yeah.
Also, we also do advanced energy work or accelerated healing, where we can see the trouble that's going on in your body, and also neutralize it and dissolve it and clear that very quickly. It's all science-based and science-backed. The proof is in the pudding. So like I said before, together we've seen over 40,000 clients in the last 25 years, and we're still going strong. Now many practitioners and doctors and healthcare workers, they burn out quickly, but Pete and I are still, feeling great because we practice what we preach. We take the ultimate vitality boost ourselves. We eat fermented foods. We also run workshops. So please go ahead and check out the website. Check out what workshops are available. We educate people because we teach people how to fish rather than let them, give them the fish. So we're so glad you're part of our community. So share this article. There will be an article here attached to the Facebook Live. Come and see us. We also have a wonderful cafe that's open 3 days a week. It's open Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. You can sit here all day. It's beautiful. Walk through the forest, eat something, read some articles, and recharge your batteries. But the key thing is get your bile flowing, and you will probably relate to this if you're listening to this now. You might be suffering from dry skin, hormones, brain fog, achy joints, losing your energy. So start with getting your bile flowing and come and have a look and book yourself in for a session. We also have many free ebooks, more than this one.
Download it. Information is power.
They're all free, and we produce them to educate you. So ignorance is suffering, as you know, and so you need to be a little bit more educated than most people so you can have a strong and healthy life. Take
control of your health.
That's true. Be in the driver's seat of your own car. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day.
Okay.
See you next week.